Fight for RERA, a home buyers group working actively to ensure that states implement the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016 or RERA in its true spirit as soon as possible. Scaling their efforts even further, in a letter to Union Minister for Housing M. Venkaiah Naidu on February 27th, the group has urged the government to declare March 10th as Home Buyers Day to highlight the empowerment of home buyers. Let's take a look at what these home buyers are demanding.
It's unfortunate that even after a year of the bill passing at the centre, that was back in 10th of March 2016, the bill is seeing no sign of being implemented in its true spirit in the state of Maharashtra. After a lot of pressure and missing some deadlines, the state of Maharashtra did release the rules. But very unfortunate that the rules were diluted in favor of the builders. Clauses and rules pertaining to disclosure on the RERA website, the termination of agreement, parking spaces, occupation certificates, completion certificates were all clearly in favor of the builders. The Fight for RERA team is relentless and is not going to give up. At a time like this, we would urge the centre to seriously consider 10th of March be declared as the Home Buyers Day.
Real Estate Act 2016 is not reaching to the home buyer through states. State has to implement these enactments and save home buyers from the clutches of builders. So we urge our Telangana state government and the Andhra Pradesh government to immediately implement RERA in toto what has been passed in the both houses of the parliament.
Fight for RERA movement and home buyers, I appeal to all the members of parliament, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, member of legislative assemblies and councils of Indian states, to ensure RERA Act is implemented with strong RERA rules to protect the aggrieved home buyers and support the home buyers' request to declare the 10th March as Home Buyers Day to commemorate the efforts of home buyers to bring all political parties into consensus to pass their RERA in Rajya Sabha on 10th March 2016.
And to discuss this more, we have with us Abhay Upadhyay, who's the national convener of Fight for RERA, and also retired Colonel T.P. Tyagi, who is from Fight for RERA NCR chapter. Abhay, we want to begin with you. We just heard many home buyers and their home buyer activists talking about RERA and saying that it's not been implemented in true spirit. What we would like to know is, if you do declare 10th March as the Home Buyers Day, how is it going to take your fight forward?
Well, Anjali, as you know, home buyers have been suffering for last more than a decade now, and the developers have heaped so much of pain and sufferings to them. When the bill was passed last year from Rajya Sabha on 10th of March, they were all rejoicing, celebrating that finally they will get justice. Now, once we are 1 year through, and we are seeing that implementation has becoming a big disappointment, and states have been, as of now, only 5 states have come out with a draft rule. 3 states have come out with final rules, 5 union territories and 1 state of Delhi. Now you see most of the states have not taken any steps as far as taking forward towards the implementation of RERA. And in our opinion, if this date is declared as Home Buyers Day, it will be actually the nation will be expressing solidarity with the pain and the suffering which the home buyers have gone through. It will give the home buyers the confidence that they can that nation is with them in their sufferings, and they will come forward to seek justice, because law in itself will not be able to help. You know, today we are facing problem that home buyers are not coming forward and seeking justice because probably they have lost faith or they think it is too long drawn process. So RERA in itself will not be able to help. So we have to give them confidence. They should be made empowered, and they should feel that nation is with them and in their atrocities which they are facing, and which will help them, bringing awareness, and people will come forward on that day, and many other people who are not part of this industry, they will also come to know what is happening with the buyer, how buyers have come forward to get the bill passed towards its legislation. They have played an important role. So I think it will be a very good step if government can declare, and it is just a moral support which we are asking for.
Absolutely. And Colonel Tyagi, you in the NCR chapter, the entire NCR chapter has taken it forward. You've written even at your local level.
Yes, yes. We have written to the governor of UP, particularly in case of UP, because what happens after the passage of the bill, there was a requirement that all the state governments will form the rules for the Real Estate Regulatory Act. Now, while framing those rules, they have diluted the act. I give you one example of Uttar Pradesh. There, the act says that every ongoing project will have to get itself registered with the regulatory authority. Those who have not taken the completion certificate. There are very many cases where completion certificate has not been taken. Now to favor the builders, what the government of UP has done is they have said that okay, in case a society is being maintained by the AOA or RWA, in that case completion certificate can be dispensed with, it is not required. What is this? Now this means that without taking the completion certificate, he will go ahead, there will be no action against him under section 60, or he will not be liable to pay any compensation under section 71. My point is that there is an investment of more than 3 lakh crores in this country every year in this sector, and there are about 20,000 ongoing projects which are going on in 26 towns, and my problem is basically with the ongoing project. In the future project, I do not think there will be any problem, but for ongoing projects, there are 3 specific issues which I want to bring out. First is about that the time they have said that okay, you will submit the plan and specification, the final one. It means that there were changes before that, there were time limit changes before that, you did not take the approval of 2/3 buyers before that, that will not be given, that will not be registered, that will not be declared. What is this? Then second thing is compounding. They say if you have compounded and you have paid the fee, no proceedings will be instituted against you. What does it mean? It means that in case you do again mistake and you do yes, compoundable mistake, you have no proceeding will be instituted against you.
Absolutely. So you do have your reservations with it. But Abhay, have you got any assurance from the government when you told them about this idea that you want to declare 10th March as the Home Buyers Day? What was the kind of response you got from them?
Well, Anjali, as of now, we have not received any response from the government, but we sincerely feel that this is our appeal, and I hope that government considers our appeal very, very seriously, because after all, the pain, this is the only industry where people have lost their life savings for not 1-2 days, for a decade now. They have not got the position. Whatever was promised was not delivered. And till date, even one bill has not been put behind bar. So what kind of society we are living into? What pain a home buyers is going through when they see that they are robbed of their life savings, whereas builders is moving around in a Audi or a BMW.
Okay, Abhay.
So see, this is the least nation can do.
Abhay, what are your plans for 10th of March? Do you have any plans? Are you going to get active on Twitter? Anything on the road? Some marches? Anything?
Well, Anjali, we are already active on Twitter. We are every day people are tweeting and requesting with their appeal to declare 10th March as Home Buyers Day. And as you know, we would have been celebrating this, but it was dampened. We were very jubilant last year when the bill was passed.
Tyagi, do you have any plans? How are you planning to mark that day?
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, don't we have the Women Day today? Don't we have the Disabled Day? Don't we have the Senior Citizens Day? These days are marked with a view not only to give them respect, but to ensure that their exploitation does not take place. Similarly, the home buyers are asking for Home Buyers Day so that they could be saved from the exploitation at the hands of builders. Now, we have got definite plan. Our national convener, Abhay Upadhyay, has very rightly proposed this idea of 10th March. On this 10th March itself, we are going to organize organize a seminar, and then all democratic means available at our disposal, which includes rallies, seminars, moving around, meeting the people. After all, in a democracy, it is the voice of the people which matters, and the number of home buyers is in astronomically high proportion to the number of builders. So we will raise our voice at all possible forums.
Okay, Abhay, if we do want to support you, what is the hashtag that we have to use?
Well, our hashtag is declared Home Buyers Day. So, but we will be doing for next 2 days, Anjali, and also we want for our viewers. I would like to point out that Fight for RERA is working towards strict and very stringent implementation of RERA, and we are not sitting idle. And we have also written to Committee on Subordinate Legislation of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, seeking their intervention on the subject. We have brought to their notice. We are also trying to get a personal appointment with them so that we can detail them how the states have gone ahead, not only with dilution, but the rules which they have notified are contrary to the provisions of the Act. So we are doing our bit, and we could have loved to celebrate it in a big way, but the disappointment of disappointment in the implementation, and then as of now, nobody has got justice under the Act. The Act is already, it is 1 year which will be going forward, day after tomorrow.
That's
it
right,
is 1 year will be completed.
That's right.
So it is a celebration with disappointment.
Absolutely. The wait has been quite long. Anyway, the two of you, you've joined us. Thank you very much for us, and we hope that people will stand by you. NDTV Property Show definitely stands by you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.